This is Eaton, Crest, and that's the name of the hike that I used to go on 3 or 4 days a week in the mornings in Eaton Canyon. Oh no, I'm gonna get choked up talking about this. So I live in Altadena, and after the fires, I painted this maybe the day after the fire or 2 days after the fire. So I didn't lose my home in the fires, but I live very, very close to Eaton Canyon, and the trailhead is about a block from my home, and I would go out into the canyon and walk every day. And so this was my vision of the canyon coming back to life after the fire. So shit. And if you look closely, there I am. Yeah, Altadena is one of the most beautiful places in the world, I think, and it's really, really special. And I just wanted to help myself and help the community visualize the rebirth after the fires.
This one is
What's up, girl?
so fantastic and gets so much reaction. So tell us a little bit about this piece.
So this is Open Your Hairs, and I have very thick, large, big, curly hair, and I think, I really identify with my hair. I feel connected through my hair. I feel connected to my ancestors. I feel just like it's a big connection point for me. It's a big part of my identity. I feel like it really mirrors my personality. It's like big and bouncy, and that's actually part of the reason I cut my hair, was because I felt like I was over-identifying with it. But in this painting, I wanted to kind of honor that, and I really love the idea of kind of letting paintings come off the canvas. And so there's a lot of pieces where I like to incorporate different almost sculptural elements to it. And so I sewed in each one of these wires into this portrait to give the feeling of like the hair, because it's like very identifiable, and it's just, I like to celebrate my hair, and so this is a bit of a celebration, and the name comes from, so when I was 13 years old, I spent a year abroad with my family living in Switzerland, and I would go to school, and I always had my hair back in a ponytail, and the Swiss students in my class would say, "Tina, open your hairs," and they wanted me to like throw out my hair.
Oh,
and they just like didn't know anybody who had hair like mine, so they would always say, "Open your hairs, open your hairs," and so it became like a joke in my family. Like anytime anyone had the hair out, they would be like, "Open your hairs." So when I saw her and her hair and how it was coming off the canvas, I was like, "Open your hairs, Tina."
I love it.
This is Unplug, and it's a double or triple or quadruple entendre. This painting is about, again, celebrating our bodies and our connection to Mother Earth, and that we are part of Mother Earth. Obviously, she's bleeding into the earth, and along with rejecting how taboo nudity is, I also think it's so toxic how in our culture it's not, things like periods and vaginas are not shown in the culture. It's not expressed in a loving, beautiful way that deserves to be honored.
Yes.
And so this is something that I want to take out of the shadows and out of the whispers and out of the embarrassment. I remember how embarrassed I was the first time I bought pads at a store.
Shoving your tampon up your sleeve so nobody sees your tampon. Leaving something on the bench. And no, I just saw it on TV for the first time ever. Why are we not seeing this? Half of the world is having our periods, and we're not seeing anything about it.
We're not talking about it. We're not showing it. We're not creating
Honoring
space,
it.
creating
Yes.
space and honoring it. So for me, this is about honoring our cycles, and it is such a magical, important part of being a woman. And for me, there is also a message in here about letting your flow, because a lot of menstruating people do not let their flows flow. And personally, I believe that that's contributing to illness and toxicity among menstruating people. So for me, this is a really important message, and I really love this piece because I think it speaks to something that we're just not speaking about, and we should be speaking about it.
So now we come to the piece de resistance of the show, California Poppy.
Yeah, this is California Poppy, and she's a very new piece, and I really loved painting her. And she's another one that just sort of came out of me, and it felt almost like an out-of-body experience for a number of reasons. The biggest reason is probably because after I finished her face, I stepped back and realized that she looked exactly like my maternal grandmother. And I had a real visitation moment with my grandmother through that. So that was really, really powerful for me. Yeah, so this is a bit of a reclamation, this piece. It makes me so sad how many women hate their bodies.
Yeah.
And I just want us all to love our bodies and be grateful for our bodies, and to be clear about the connection that we have to Earth, and that we are Earth, and that this is something that is a miracle that we're all here. And this is something that needs to be celebrated. And I also reject how taboo nudity is. I hate it. I think it disconnects us from nature. And so this piece is a reclamation.